Okay, Logandale, back again, making these videos again for your benefit. I'm gonna try not to put my face in the camera because I don't want to scare you, and it's close to Halloween and all that. So you see enough of me every day, but Miss Bautista and I really want you to be successful. So we are making these videos for your benefit to help you, and take notes, watch it again, pause it when you have to, use it to do your homework. We want you to be successful. Alright, so we're going to find slope from 2 points. 2 points. We don't have a graph here, we're just given 2 points. We have a point of 2, 8 and another point of 6, 16. So what that means is that there's some line somewhere. We don't know where this line is, but there's a line somewhere, and on this line there is a point that's at 2, 8, and there's a point somewhere else on this line at 6, 16, and all points in between and all points beyond. It's a line with those 2 points. That's what that means. So there's a coordinate graph, a Cartesian coordinate plane, something like that, and this is your y-axis, this is your x-axis, and there's 2 points on this line. What I just drew is just a sloppy copy. It's not to scale, it's not exact, but it's a general representation of what this line looks like. Okay? So you have to understand a couple of things. Some of you are still a little confused about this, and I don't want you to be. I want you to be totally clear on it. Your first number in a pair is the x, and your second number is the y. This is the x, and this is the y. Okay? X always goes first, x is left and right, y always is next, it's up and down. So x first, left and right, y, up and down. Okay? If it's positive x, you start at the origin and you go to the right. If it's a negative x, you start at the origin, go left. And then your y, if it's positive, you're going up. If your y is negative, you're going down. Okay? So I've got those 2 points. I'm going to erase this because we need the space. Remember, slope is rise over run. It's the change in x over the change in y. Your rise is the change in your y, going up and down. Run, change in x. Okay. So, using that, what does this translate to? M equals y2 minus y1. Those are the y's from each of your 2 points, over x2 minus x1. As we stated in class over and over again, it doesn't matter which one is 1, which one is 2, as long as you remain consistent. Now, looking at my 2 points, knowing that I'm going to do subtraction, I'm going to make this pair the 2's, and we'll make this pair the 1's, because it's y2 minus y1. So 16 is greater than 8 and 6 is greater than 2, so it'll make the subtraction easier. I'm not going to end up with negative numbers. Okay? But again, it doesn't matter which way. You can go both ways. And maybe I'll do this one both ways for you so you can see. So let's start with this. y2 is 16. So 16 minus y1, which is 8, over 6x2 minus 2x1. Simple subtraction. 16 minus 8 is 8. 6 minus 2 is 4. 8 over 4. 8 over 4 can be simplified. It's a fraction, right? So 8 over 4 is the same thing as 2. So the slope of this line, m, equals 2. It's positive. That's our slope. So this line, however this line looks on the graph somewhere, it has a rise of 2 and a run of 1. That's not the scale. So rise of 2, run of 1. Rise of 2, run of, what that means, 2 up, 1 over. 2 up, 1 over, right? If we have a whole number, a whole integer, we make that into a fraction by giving it a denominator of 1. We don't have to do it if it's just a whole number. We could just say it's a slope of 2. We just understand that the run will be 1. So it's 2 up, 1 over. a rise of 2, a run of 1. Rise of 2 and a run of 1. Okay? Makes sense? I'm going to do the exact same points, except instead of this being 1 and 2, I'll make this side 2, and I'll make this side 1. Watch what happens. Okay? So if this is 2, that means y2 is going to be 8 minus 16. x2 is 2 minus 6. Well, 8 minus 16 is going to end up being negative 8. And 2 minus 6 is going to be negative 4. If I simplify this, a negative divided by another negative is going to be positive. So negative 8 divided by negative 4 is positive 2. So the slope equals 2. Do you see how that turns out to be the same? It doesn't matter which side is 1 and which side is 2. You're going to end up with the same answer. What we were trying to get across this week was look at your points and set up 1 and 2 to make it the easiest possible subtraction you can do. Why make more work for yourselves? Okay? All right, so let's do another set of points that will not result in a whole number. Let's try something like this. Let's say we get the points. We have the point of 19 and negative 2. That's 1 point. And on this line there's another point of 11, negative 11, and 10. Okay? So we've got 2 points. 19, negative 2, and negative 11, 10. So again, there's some graph somewhere. It's 19 over, 2 down, and then negative 11 over and 10 up. This is really going to be a negative line, right? So if I just did a sloppy copy, just an imaginary, well, if I imagine going over 19 and down 2, I'm over here someplace. And then if I imagine going negative 11 and up 10, I'm over here someplace. So that means this line looks something like this, right? So this is the 19 comma negative 2. This is the negative 11 and 10, way over here someplace. So we know that this line has a negative slope. It's going to look something like that. Again, is this exact? Did I spend an hour with a ruler drawing straight lines and counting and marking? No, just a quick sloppy copy. Just a quick XY, right? X, Y, and just imagination. If I'm going 19 over, I'm going this way, 2 down. 11 over from the origin, 11 over, negative, and 10 up. That line's going to look something like that. Okay? It's going to be negative. Well, what is that negative slope exactly? Well, does it matter which one's 1 and 2? No, it certainly doesn't. And some numbers, I don't know what to do, so you know what? This is first, I'll make it 1. That's second, I'll make it 2, and we'll just leave it that way, okay? y2 minus y1. Well, what's y2? I label these x, y, x, y. Remember, x always is first, y follows. X is always first, y follows. Okay? 10 minus negative 2. Be careful with these positives and negatives. 10 minus negative 2 over negative 11 minus 19. Okay? What does that work out to be? Well, if I'm doing minus a negative, you've watched the other videos earlier this year, right? It's going to be more negative, right? I'm sorry, less negative, which means more positive, right? So 10 plus 2. When you have 2 negatives, less negative is the same thing as more positive. If you're not sure about that, go back a couple of videos. You'll see a short video on that. On the bottom, negative 11 minus 19. Negative 11 minus 19. So this is going to be all negative. Negative 11. I'm going 19 less than that. So 10 plus 2 is 12. and negative 11 minus 19 is a negative 30. Okay? Simplify this. Common factor between 12 and 30. Let's see. Oh, maybe 6. I'll try that. What's 12 divided by 6 is 2. And negative 30 divided by 6 is 5. So our slope is negative 2 over 5. Okay, this is a negative. So the slope is negative 2 over 5. Right? That gives you a line that's going to look like this. And that means for every rise of 2, you have a run of 5. Every rise of 2, there's a run of 5, and it's negative. Okay? I hope this helps. Rewind it, watch it again. Let me know if it helps you. I'll keep putting these up. It's for homework help. Some of you are embarrassed to ask for help in class. Maybe there's other distractions. Doesn't matter. What's important is that you know how to do this. Okay? Thanks for watching, and next video coming up will be finding slope in an equation.